This is James Holder for iFilm London. I'm at Elephant Castle, the Coronet today for the Fight for Cancer charity boxing show. With me, I've got the host of the evening, the compere, the main man, Mr. Gary Logan. What's happening, Gar?
Oh, good fun, wasn't it?
Sir, I really enjoyed that.
A lot of fun, yeah. I did it last year as well, and what can I say? It's getting bigger and better. Last year we did it over the road at the Ministry, and this is a better venue. You know, it's just there's a bigger crowd. The crowd was just a lot more into it. It's just real fun, fun.
Do you enjoy doing these kind of things? It's different from your everyday stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it sort of breaks the routine of the hard intensity of training guys in camp, and you know, you're not as nervous doing this. This is just a giggle for me. This is just a giggle for me. I'm not nervous.
It seemed like you was enjoying it.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. You get a bit of banter with the crowd. That's really important to me, that you can start having a bit of a conversation and banter with the crowd to make sure they're involved and that they're enjoying it, but also that they remember why they're here as well. It's for a very good charity, as all charities are, but this one's very special because you know, I've had family members that have suffered from cancer as well, so it's very tough. It's a very tough thing to go through. So for these guys to organise such an event with guys that you can clearly see haven't been in the gym long, not been able to commit themselves, they've just said, right, do you want to fight for charity? And they've signed up for it, which has been fantastic. So
I can't agree. I can't agree more. More people that give up their time and just to go through the training they've done. These guys, you can see it in their face. It's intense, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It really is. They really wanted it. They really wanted to win. You know, it was absolutely gutting to actually announce a loser because this is their big day. Some of them may never box again, so they really did want to win. And I did try and get across that there are no losers, but unfortunately, when you don't hear your name announced, you know, no one. You
can word it how you want, but everyone wants a W, don't they? Your friends are there, your family are there, your girlfriends.
You want that W, you know. You want it. But hopefully, the guys that lost, they might be incentivized to do it.
We all dream of being champions, you know.
Yes.
And you know,
some more than others. It's been. I've actually had therapy to get over what I would consider an unsuccessful pro career. So
you're being too harsh on yourself.
No, you know, it's tough. It's tough. So I totally know how they feel.
Sir, if you can think back tonight, what was your favourite bout? What bout stuck in your mind most? I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit.
You're putting me on the spot for sheer excitement value. The last bout with the big boys, the heavyweights. Yeah. Surely because
Sean O'Keefe and our man Kavanagh.
Yeah, but it looked at one point just
Charlie Kavanagh.
It looked like one shot might well turn it.
Heavyweights are like that, though, aren't they?
Exactly, and that's why, you know, we're to the end of days, we'll always love watching heavyweights. Excuse me. But technically, I have to say the girls were the don.
I actually missed the girls' fight, and everyone was saying it was a great fight.
Really good. What it was is that the girl that ended up winning it, Jo, I can't remember her surname now, which is absolutely disgusting.
I believe it's Jo Yates.
That's the one, Jo Yates. She fought a girl called, was it Amy Reinhold or Judge Hold? I can't remember her name. But
Amy Rickhold, I believe it is.
You've done really well, Rickhold.
My pro gal. Listen, they don't give these hats to no one. Yeah,
Amy Rickhold was under fire because Jo was the better technician, better fighter, put her hands together. But what I loved about her is that she just kept smothering her. She just kept trying to get close when she unloaded, when Jo unloaded, which you very rarely see boxers do, be they male or female. They tend to go way back straight, especially if they've not had much experience.
Especially at this level, I was just saying.
At this level especially, they tend to go up with their heads in the air and get caught with more shots. So that's what really did impress me. And she was just, you know, she was just diligent. She was getting outpointed, getting outclassed, but she just kept coming forward and trying to smother. So for me, that was the best bout.
Me and you are going to go on a revival to get these hats back mainstream.
You have to,
yeah, we'll take this on the road now. What do you reckon?
My wife loves me in this hat, and honestly, it's just been, you know, as they say, man, happy wife, happy life. You know,
took the words out of my mouth. He's a wise man, I'm telling you. Listen, I want to just say thank you as well to the guys that have organised this show for having us down and for hiring people like yourself, and just I know it's all a charity oriented thing, but it's still nice for them to go to the effort they have.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know, Ricky Boylan joined in, Mark Beard, you know, and it's fantastic. I've even said to him that I might even, swap the suit for a dressing gown, last bout of the night.
You're gonna do it?
Next year. Might do it.
It'll be the funniest thing. Do you know what would be the funniest thing if you go introduce yourself? So, ladies and gentlemen, now coming to the ring. It's me, and then just strip off, just tear off.
That's it. Just tear it off and have a kit underneath.
Last thing, just throw the hat into the crowd, gal. You know what I mean?
That'd be a good idea. It'd be a great idea.
Sir, listen, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We got an after party here, and that's why I do hope you're going to grace us with your company for a little bit.
Man, I'm back in the gym tomorrow, man. I'm a working man. I'm up at 7. Got to be in the gym at 8.
Who are you training tomorrow?
Got Joey Taylor's fighting, and he's training tomorrow, and hopefully he'll be fighting on June.
Sid Razak, didn't he? I was there. I'm a big fan of Joey and Sid Razak, might I add.
Yeah, he did really well. He knocked Sid down, and not many people knock Sid down. And that was after nearly 11 months out because of a leg injury.
Seems like a good boy, Joe.
Really good boy. He's really worked hard. He's really worked hard because, as he'll tell you, man, I don't suffer fools and I don't play in the gym. It's got to be done the way that I think will lead to him being successful. I mean, he's in the super featherweight division. A lot of good fighters in there.
Are there some fights from domestically?
Yeah, Carl. Well, I'm looking at Mitchell Smith at some point. That's gonna be
you know what? You took the words out of my mouth.
As long as the money's right and the title's right, that's just a great fight. Great combination of styles.
I rate Mitchell. I really do. I'm a big, massive fan of Mitchell.
Big fan of Mitchell, but I'm a big fan of Joey, and I think that
you see him day in, day out. So you more than anyone know what he can do.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't underestimate the great job that Jason Rowland's doing with Mitchell. So somewhere down the line, I mean, you're looking at, I would say 18 to 24 months.
Be a bigger fight though, wouldn't it? And if they keep building and getting the wins.
Well, Mitchell's going to fight for the southern area. Joey, who knows? He might get a Masters title at something, but I'd like to get Joey moved up to 8 rounds before the end of next year, and then possibly 10 after that. And got to keep him in good sparring company. He's sparred with the Ricky Boylans, the Lewis Petits. He's sparred with some good fighters so far. Ian Weaver, who's another special talent. Unfortunately,
very special. He was in action last week on the Luxbox show.
Very special. It's sad that he can't get a British Boxing Board of Control license, but there it is. So at super featherweight, there's some super fights out there. There really is, and so it's really interesting. Super featherweight and lightweight. I mean, I've got Liam Shinkwin as well, and Liam.
Looks good, Liam.
Yeah, Liam's done really. He's another one. I only get them when they've been out for too long. So Liam was out for 11 months when he fought Ryan Taylor. Outpointed him convincingly. Took a couple of big shots on the way, but it was a great fight.
Good fight.
Yeah,
I was there for that.
We're looking at him. He's going to fight on a Steve Goodwin show on July the 13th, and then he'll pack it in for the summer. Well, not pack it in for the summer. I'll have him back in the gym over the summer, and he's going to defend his title against either Danny Cassius Connor or Divine, who's just given up his super.
Sean Divine.
So they're 2 big fights. Divine's possibly, arguably, the bigger fight because he's a Luton boy. And Luton and Watford.
I think Danny Connor is kind of, in my opinion, he's on the up. Super Danny's on the up.
Yeah,
definitely.
You know what? He's done really well. Thinks a lot of himself, which I like. I really do.
You got to appreciate that, though, don't you? People take,
He helps sell himself and sell the game. If you're selling yourself and you're selling the game, and I think that's a really good fight down the line. If Danny can do lightweight, he says he can, but we don't want to get there on the day and he's struggling and they get a phone call says he can't do it because he's the one that's been calling out Liam on Twitter, and they've been having a good bit of banter. And
it sells a fight, though, doesn't it?
And social networking, that's what's made Eddie Hearn the successful promoter that he is. He's really embraced the social networking, and the fighters are doing it also. Joey does it very well, Liam does it very well, but I would say Danny is the king of the Twitter boys.
He is.
Yeah, he's the king of the Twitter.
So he doesn't hold back, does Danny Connor?
He doesn't hold back either. He's a real fighting man. I think he'd fight anyone, and he's issued a challenge, so it will be at lightweight. And hopefully we can make it for October the 5th at the Watford Coliseum. So,
listen, I know Alec Wilkie, Danny Cassius Connor, if you're watching this, I know you guys know what you're doing. Hopefully we can get this fight made. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Yeah.
I'm going to let my hat brother go for today. He's worked hard enough. This is James Holder with Gary Logan for iFilm London.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.
iFilm.